Welcome to my podcast, Apollonia Studio 6. You start singing with Teena on several of her albums in the early 80s at Motown.
Yeah.
So you're not even 20.
Mm-mm.
And you're working at Motown with these incredible people.
They used to have a studio in the building for artists to go and write and sing, and those little things started because Teena was like already polishing up her chops as a producer.
Wow.
And there really weren't very many female producers. She's fought very hard to get to that place, but she was definitely far more equipped, knowing the board, all of that, than most of the guys she ended up working with.
Yeah, she was a trailblazer, definitely.
Totally.
Definitely. So, we know she gets with Rick. Rick kind of launches her star out there, but Teena was really kind of her own artist.
Mm-hmm. True.
She was really her own artist. So she ends up with Prince. And I remember very clearly as a younger kid in Detroit, the Dirty Mind tour, and Teena Marie is opening. And I was shocked because I was thinking, because for all of you who don't know, but most of you that are true Prince fans know that this whole rivalry with Prince and Rick that started with the 1980 tour where Prince opened up for Rick, it became legendary. So for Teena at the time, who was considered a Rick protege, to be opening up for Prince now, Prince is now the headliner. And Teena's opening for Prince, it was like a major coup.
Right.
Completely.
So you're singing background for Teena. And so when did you first come across, or what were your first thoughts when you meet this little guy, Prince?
Who encourages you to sing? Did he really do that? Okay.
Obviously you develop these relationships on the road. And I think a reason I was a little bit sarcastic and aloof and kind of snotty to him when we met him on the staircase, because we had just finished our set and the stage was super small. I mean, it might have been this big. And, we'd just come off of the Rick James tour, of course. And because Teena was a protege of his, in her mind, she had to have as many musicians as he did.
Yeah.
So imagine all 35 musicians hovered on one little stage and we're all singing and stuff. And then Prince is all pared down, 6 people on stage. That's it. It was like the total, wow, mind blown.
Yeah.
But I still had an issue with God. Our set is really small. Like it's tiny. And so we got off the thing and then they introduced Teena to him on the staircase.
Yeah.
I think we were in Buffalo. And then he was walking and I was behind her and I'm obviously taller than both of them. And they were like, "Oh, Jill, this is Prince." And I was like, hello, whatever. And it was just very already from the beginning. And he was like looking like.
This was like 1980, right? Yeah.
And his eyes were like, hello. I was like going, was the stage small enough? It was like I said some crack, which was thanks for the stage. Something really, really shitty.
Classic Jill.
Totally.
In your face.
And then stormed up the steps.
Welcome to my podcast, Apollonia Studio 6.